What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. This is going to be n8n part 3. We're actually getting into workflows now. So in the last two videos, if you haven't watched those, go check them out. We're teaching this from a complete beginner's ground zero up. We went over nodes, triggers, like what different things are. Now we're going to go over some very useful, actually useful workflows. Now, I don't want you guys to get caught in the weeds with a lot of these n8n like slop videos. It's very cool, but it's just a tool, okay? This isn't going to build you a $1 million business. It's just a tool. So let's go ahead and begin, and I think this will be a lot better of an understanding of how these work. Also, stick around to the end of the video. I'm going to give you guys an idea at the very end on where to actually get these. These are the JSON files you can just paste into n8n. So if you stick around to the end of the video, I'll tell you where to get these. So workflow number one, we have a YouTube video summary generator, okay? It's very cool, actually super cool. So here's how this one works. So you will be able to send a link to a Telegram or a Slack chat. That automation will then extract the link automatically, transcribe it using an external tool. This can be whatever you want, GPT, one of these other transcription softwares. Uses ChatGPT to summarize it and then sends that summary back to Telegram or Slack, and this all happens pretty instantaneously. So once this is built out, I could literally send a message to this Telegram channel. It will then pull the transcript. And this is how this works, just for the technical capability. So whenever you have a trigger, so Telegram trigger right here, meaning whenever, and I can select channel, I can select when message is sent, whatever. But for this case, it's going to be when message is sent to a certain channel. It will then trigger this automation. So if you go back up here, trigger the automation with Telegram, extract the link, HTTP request for the transcription software, send it to GPT to get the summary, and then send it back in a Telegram message. And so very easy trigger, okay? All you're doing is starting with this Telegram trigger here, and you're saying, hey, when this account gets a message to this channel, this happens. So this is what it starts. Well, it's an edit field node. So it's going to extract the YouTube link from Telegram message for easier use later on. This is, again, manual mapping. And like I keep referring to this robot language, JSON, very simple. And especially some of the stuff I'm going to show you guys in part 4, you're going to be able to one-shot all these automations. Okay, so just stay with me if you're confused. Next is an HTTP request node. Okay, whenever you see this web icon, that's the HTTP. That's basically a website, right? It's a URL-based node or trigger. So this sends it to Comb, I don't know how to say this, their transcript generation API to extract the video transcript and convert it to readable text. Again, I'm not actually going to read through all of this. I just want you guys to understand like what this does and why it is and how it's built. Again, like I said, we're going to give you the automations. So a very important note that I want to make is you see this says video ID. This is I guess you call this a field, okay? So whenever you're building stuff like this, it's very important to understand that you have these specific fields put in here, especially when you start connecting different software to each other. What is the video ID? Well, that's the video ID that comes from the YouTube. So when you look at the URL of a YouTube video, you have like youtube.com and then / and then you have this key, and that is the ID of that specific YouTube video. And so all of these things with this robot language with JSON, like you see right here, JSON video ID, JSON URL. So then it's going to turn that URL into a JSON. It's going to send it back to the automation. Next, this is very important for you guys to know, is what do you do like connecting with AI to this? Like what does AI do? Well, AI is the brain. And so what this will do is you're going to give a prompt, obviously, to this GPT. And you guys can steal this, by the way. But the prompt here is going to be, from the following YouTube video transcript, sorry, I got cut off there. Hey, I want you to turn this into a summary that's detailed. Don't miss any important points. Now, the point of doing this, and this is very easy to connect as well, you're going to select your model. So it's good to have knowledge of models. If you're going to use something like this, 04 or 4.0 mini is good. You got 04, you got 4.1. I would probably stick with this or 4.0. And then it's going to send this back. So send a text message back to Telegram. It's going to say, hey, send the summary of the video AI from this step. Use the JSON to reference past nodes. Very important. That way it actually follows like the process here. And then it's going to send it back to you. And then this is where I want you guys to start to get creative, and why we're breaking this into parts is like, what else can you do with this? Well, we could add a step here to put it on a Google Doc so that we don't have to go copy it out of Telegram and then send it to a team. Or you could do Google Doc, save to Drive, assign to somebody in Slack. Like you can get pretty complicated with this. The possibilities are pretty endless. And so that is just one example. Now let's go over the next example. New YouTube video, X post. So this is something that takes a lot of time. If you're posting consistent YouTube videos, this is going to be happening to you basically every day. And so this one is basically going to check every hour for your YouTube videos, get your latest video, write a post with a certain prompt, send a text message in Telegram, and post to X. Okay. So again, same thing. It's going to post something like this. And so the node breakdown is going to run on a schedule. So this is a timed trigger node. So every few seconds, every minute, every hour, every whatever you set it to, it will then start this automation. And so this is the YouTube node. And so you're going to connect this to a specific account. You're going to specify like, oh, I want a video rather than comments or something. And then you're going to get the last. So this, again, JSON robot language is right here. New date, get time, equals, I don't know how to read this because I'm not a tech nerd. And then it's basically going to grab that latest video for you. Don't get scared by these JSON expressions, guys. You can always use GPT to write these, and that's what we're going to be showing you in part 4. I basically have a way for you to one-shot all of these, which is insane. So anyway, this is important, is the prompt to write the post. You don't just want to say write the post. You want to say write it this way. So write me a banger post about my latest YouTube video for X using the main title of the video, reveal a bit about what the main benefit of the video is, make sure the post is no more than 500 characters in length, and link the video below using, again, this JSON format. And then this is the next step. So this is a human in loop node. So this is going to send the tweet by ChatGPT to your Telegram or Slack so that you can approve it. So this is like a human review step. Now this could be Slack, this could be Telegram, this could probably be iMessage or WhatsApp. And so the point here is you actually get to approve this before it goes live. You don't want to just give AI the autonomy to just like post whatever to your Twitter account. You want to review it. And that's what this step would look like here. And then it's going to post to X. So very, very simple. Now let's go over this last one here. So big difference in that one is adding a time and a manual review. So now this is email inbox, digest the email assistant. Very, very helpful. Very, very helpful. Okay. So this will scan Gmail for your unread emails. It'll filter out spam and promotions, and it'll summarize each email and then extract action items. Okay. And so this is going to classify urgency using GPT's brain to decide what is a real, actual urgent email versus like promotional or spam or social, etc. It's going to generate reply drafts for you, and then it's going to send a digest to Telegram or Slack for review again. So similar example here. Input, email received. Output is this. Oh, here's the summary. Here's the summary. Here's the draft. Subject, needs your quick approval, bullet points, etc. So it's basically like responding to emails for you just with human approval. So again here, Gmail triggers. So scans your email inbox every minute because emails come in all the time. Labels them as important. Read status filter means only. And I got caught off again because people can't build good software. So now ChatGPT is going to summarize this and extract important bullets. And now this is where using AI in n8n comes into play versus like Zapier, is it can actually like think. So it will know what's important based on whatever data it has available to say, oh, this is important, as well as learning from like your past emails and your past behavior. So again, JSON, this is going to be from, subject, content, provide it in this sense. This is the prompt you're going to be giving to this step here in ChatGPT. Now, this is an if node. So it's kind of like, imagine like a fork in a road. So if it does this, then X. If not, it does Y. So these are very important to know how to use. And so the condition is contain. So if this message contains, then this happens. Okay. If this message does not contain, then this happens. And then this is the next step here, which is it sends to Telegram, email summary of important info and only emails to your Telegram. So you can actually just like on demand look at your phone and be like, oh, important email. I should probably respond. Or approve, or oh, send a draft back, or do what we did on the first workflow and make like a voice prompt and say, hey, send an email to this person, and it will listen and do that. Okay. We have the OpenAI node. So this is going to write a potential reply for urgent emails. Now you can use a kind of like a context profile or project instructions on how to write these, but I would just use a simple prompt. So write a short, polite email in human tone that replies to the email below. Here's the JSON string for this as well. And then finally, it's going to send this to you in your Telegram. So guys, the point of showing you these, one, they're cool, like you can copy these, but each different workflow has a different unique like structure. And so like this, for example, we have HTTP, right? This one we have time variables. This one we have human approval. This one we have if then this, if then that nodes. So if you understand each of these, you can really build anything you want. Now, if you want these examples I just gave you, these workflows, if you want the JSON string here to be able to just paste them into n8n yourself, you literally hit Command-C, Command-V. Check the description of this video. Just put in your email, and I'll actually have the team send this over to you guys as a free resource. So I hope that helped. n8n is super cool, but again, it's just a tool. This isn't going to build you a business. This is a tool that you should use. Part 4, we're going to show you some crazy stuff that no one is teaching right now. You're going to love it. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.